Why did evil Ben become evil? What kind of new alien hybrid would you create using the fusion abilities of the Biomnitrix? How did the movie Alien Extinction improve the Ben 10 franchise? We are going to explore all these questions as we explain every alternate version of Ben 10,000 in detail.
Some things never change, do they, Benjamin?
Gwen, hey,
Madame President will do.
Really? I didn't vote for you.
At number 1, we have Original Series Ben 10,000. Let's kick things off by revisiting the original series Ben 10,000. He is a mature and experienced hero who has mastered the Omnitrix and unlocked all of its aliens.
Wow, I rock! What do you call that water one? Loogie Man? Spitter?
They're not pets. I don't name them anymore.
He can even fuse them together to create new hybrids. He leads the plumbers and has a son named Ken who also has an Omnitrix. He is a very serious and strict character, but he still cares for his family and friends. He first appeared in the episode Ben 10,000 Inches, where he met his younger self and learned to be more relaxed. Number 2, we have Ultimate Alien Ben 10,000, the laid-back dimension. Now, let's step into an alternate dimension where Ben 10,000 from Ultimate Alien resides. This version of Ben 10,000 is more laid back and chill compared to the other Ben 10,000 from the alternate timeline.
Ben 10,000 at your service.
I heard about you. You're the jerk from the future.
I'm a different Ben 10,000. But I do remember going to that future back when we were 10. What a buzzkill that guy was.
He loves making jokes, even during battles, and tends to get full of himself. He is more similar to Ben Prime in terms of his personality. In this timeline, Ben 10,000 has had many more adventures than his 16-year-old self. He gained additional powers and learned how to use some magic in his human form from his cousin Gwen. He also unlocked an ultimate form for his human self called Ultimate Ben, which allows him to access the powers of his aliens without physically transforming into them. At number 3, we have Omniverse Ben 10,000 with the Biomnitrix fusion. In yet another timeline, we meet the Omniverse version of Ben 10,000. This Ben 10,000 from the Omniverse series enjoys making jokes too. He developed a dual Omnitrix system called the Biomnitrix, which allows him to fuse any two aliens from the Omnitrix database. Ben 10,000 has access to the Omnitrix and later the Biomnitrix, allowing him to transform into any of his aliens at will.
Here we are. Paradox! The slime biot! I remember you. It's been ages. Thanks for the... Never mind.
With the Biomnitrix, he can fuse two aliens together for enhanced powers. We saw this ability being used in Omniverse, Season 6, Episode 1, where Ben 10000 transformed into a fusion of 4 arms and Humungosaur called Fourmungosaur. He is physically strong and can easily defend himself in combat without heavily relying on his transformations. At number 4, we have Reboot Continuity, Ben 10,000. In the alternate timeline or dimension within the Reboot series, we encounter a unique version of Ben 10,000.
Gwen? So it worked! I'm in the past, which means this must be... Come here, little fella!
He made his appearance in the captivating episode titled Ben 10,000 10 Inches of the Ben 10 Inches 2016 Reboot series. Initially, he sported an overweight build and a full beard, but later underwent a transformation, emerging as a fit and clean-shaven hero clad in a striking green jacket adorned with white stripes and the iconic number 10. This version of Ben 10,000 had been disconnected from his family for an extended period, resulting in a sense of isolation that seemed to have taken a toll on his sanity. However, a fateful reunion with his younger self, beloved family, and former adversaries turned allies sparked a rejuvenation within him. Regaining his lost confidence, he made the resolute decision to return to his heroic calling on a full-time basis. Within the timeline he inhabits, Ben 10,000 faced a harrowing invasion of Earth, orchestrated by the menacing Zurge, an invasive species. Despite having distanced himself from his family for numerous years, he emerged from seclusion to confront and repel this formidable threat. However, the prolonged period of isolation had taken its toll, causing Ben 10,000 to lose some of his fighting prowess and physical conditioning. His age and poor physical state led to occasional bouts of back pain, reminding him of the sacrifices he had made for the greater good. At number 5, we have Eon. Eon is another older version of Ben who ended up being evil, and does not seem to have an Omnitrix, nor 10000 transformations. We are not really sure about the source of his powers. He may have an Omnitrix which may be limited to only giving him time travel powers or a chronosapien. We are going to assume he has an Omnitrix and has the ability to access 10,000 transformations, but chooses not to. Eon is an interdimensional timeline traveler and one of Ben's adversaries.
Tennyson!
Really, Eon? Attacking me all by yourself, in my own headquarters. You call that a plan?
I don't need a plan to defeat you.
He is the archenemy of Professor Paradox and an alternate and evil version of Ben. Eon has the ability to manipulate time and possesses various powers and abilities. He has appeared in different Ben 10 series, including Ben 10, Race Against Time, Ben 10, Ultimate Alien, and Ben 10, Omniverse. Throughout the series, Eon tries to manipulate and control different versions of Ben Tennyson to achieve his goals. However, he is ultimately defeated by Ben and his allies. At number 6, we have Evil Ben from Alien Extinction. Benjamin Ben Kirby Tennyson is an alternate version of Ben Tennyson from an alternate dimension in the Reboot Continuity. He is characterized by his malicious and arrogant personality, believing that he can accomplish everything alone. After Vilgax murdered his family, Ben sought revenge and defeated Vilgax to prove his independence. This version of Ben is spiteful and desires to make other versions of Ben and their families suffer the same pain he endured. In the movie Alien Extinction, Evil Ben transformed into Alien X and forcefully took the Omnitrix devices from other Bens to the point of killing other Bens that resisted. He possesses the Omnitrix, which allows him to transform into various aliens and use their powers. He notably transformed into 4 arms and Alien X. Evil Ben was eventually defeated by Team Tennyson from another dimension and sent to the Null Void, where he had been before. This alternate version of Ben shares similarities with Eon and other comic book villains who hunt and kill parallel universe heroes. Eon, an interdimensional time traveler, and Evil Ben, a vengeful alternate version, offer us glimpses into alternate paths Ben could have taken. Eon's manipulation of time and Evil Ben's quest for revenge add layers of complexity to the character.
And after you pay for your crimes, we're going to spend some quality grandfather-evil grandson time together. An endless road trip across the Omniverse.
Oh man,